Yo, this is Tone Capone, and you're getting lifted to the sounds of my DJ, DJ Spaceship. Go ahead and beam him up, boy. Let's get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him.
Greetings and salutations from us to all the nations. We're about to get loose, strictly for entertainment. We're reppin' Tampa Bay, 10 toes down. It's waves of the bay. No, we ain't playing around. Saturdays from 10 to 12. Make sure you ride the wave. It's Tone Capone and DJ Spaceship on your airwaves. We're mixing interviews, R&B and hip hop. We're blasting off, and the top is just a pit stop.
Waves of the Bay, episode number 2, man. Y'all just got done listening to DJ Spaceship blasting off on y'all. Tampa Bay, wherever you're at, put your hands together. Show appreciation for my DJ Spaceship. He's out here cutting up on these cats, man. I'm so happy I got a real DJ over here. We got a real DJ to my left at the same time, man. We talking to some family in the building, for real, man. Some new family, like a cousin I just met. I'm still meeting cousins, by the way. I won't even lie to you, yo. I'm 37. I'm still meeting cousins. It's crazy, yo. It's very crazy. But we got the We Have Problem Squad up here. This is Waves of the Bay, episode number 2, WMNF 88.5 Tampa. We up here in the building, man. I'm Tone Capone. We got DJ Spaceship over there in the Kenny K studio, making his way over here for the interview. Got some of this B.O. Vinyl Richie in the background, since I'm working these boards, you know what I'm saying? So let me cut everybody's mics on. How everybody doing tonight? Tonight? Say hello.
What's up? What's happening?
Yeah, we exchanging the hugs and stuff, man. Waves of the Bay, we give hugs out here, man. If you're an interviewer, just be prepared. That's all I'm gonna say, you know what I'm saying? Don't find it funny. Just be prepared. So, but yeah, man, I'm Tone Capone, DJ Spaceship. We have problems up in here. We got DJ Reality. We got CHAPO in the building. How y'all doing tonight?
We good, man.
Yeah?
We good.
Talk to me.
We happy to be here. We, show number 2.
Show number 2.
I'm proud of you guys.
Thank you. It's really like show number 80. If you take into account like Powerline Radio and then
that's vintage.
And then the podcast and then also the Saturday Night Shutdown stuff. So
yeah.
But I'm glad that they don't get to hear all that old stuff unless they go to our Mixcloud.
No, that's different. This the new us.
Yeah, this we reinvented, rebranding, new logos,
new,
all that right there, man.
Yes, sir.
So what's going on with y'all tonight?
It's all about y'all. We came here to chill with y'all.
Y'all came here just to chill?
Just to chill.
Where my plate at, DJ Reality?
You know what?
Let's get right to it. Let's get right to it. The hunger pains is talking right now.
Wait a minute. You cooked?
Not tonight. Not tonight. I didn't cook.
Because I was going to say, oh, really? You want to take the stairs? Or you want to take the window?
Not tonight.
You don't look like you're hungry right now, though. What's going on? Like, you ain't bring nothing?
Because I had a sandwich.
You ain't bring a bit of a corner of a sandwich?
Nothing. I do owe you like multiple plates.
Yeah. 4 different Thanksgivings worth.
I'm always open for extras. I mean,
you already know.
I understand.
Like this man can cook.
He's been raving about the Los Angeles cooking experience.
That trip itself was an experience. It took me longer it took the longest ever for me to get from Orlando to California in history.
Yes.
Like, it took me over 12 hours to get from Orlando to Los Angeles on a straight flight.
How'd that happen?
Because what had happened was when people say that, they're about to lie.
Yeah, I already know. I sit back at that moment like, all right, here we go.
Yeah, so what happened? I got on the plane. I told the pilot, this is my plane, so you're going to sit back and I'm going to take control. And then what really happened was I got on the plane. I freaked out. And Reels was like, you can't do this. You can't do it. I'm like, and I left. I got off the plane.
I remember hearing the story.
I'm afraid of heights.
Okay.
And, so I got off the plane, and it was the funny. This is the funny part. So even though I got off the plane, they don't push back. The plane leaves. She's like, you can't do this. Like, she's still talking to me like I could still get on this plane. It was over. Yeah. So, but the crazy part was my keys to my car and my house was on the plane on the way to LA.
Oh.
So it was either
he had no choice.
That's the ultimate fail right there.
Go get it or sit and wait for it. And the person that was going to come get me, it was like, look, I'm not coming to get you. You got to get on the plane. And I told her, I said, I'm going to get on the plane. And she, in her mind, she was like, whatever. And I got on the plane. I made my trip, and The rest was history.
Like that.
Just like that.
Nice.
Heard.
Yeah.
And he got some good food when he got
I heard.
Yes.
Trust me, I've been hearing the stories.
Man, listen.
Yeah.
That's a trip that I wouldn't mind reliving over. Like the get on the plane part, I think I'd be good on that. I'll get on the plane this time. I did it to Kansas there and back by myself. Right.
Yes, I know.
I was
Right.
proud of him.
I was proud of me.
Yeah.
I was proud of me.
I was mad he got the ticket after the fact, so we got the straight through, and he got there a lot earlier than we did, so he got to kick it. Or just stay in the airport, actually.
Yeah.
But I told him Kansas City Airport's terrible, so
I thought he was joking, but
I was not playing.
No, he was
at
not
all.
playing. He was not playing. Jesus didn't even have a connecting flight in his airport.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
There's some airports you don't want to go to.
Right.
Kansas City Airport is one of them right now. Like,
Right.
for real. Tampa Airport, we spoiled.
Yeah. And well,
Well,
coming
for
from
real.
that, going to Kansas, they didn't have all the restaurants and stuff like that. And, you know what
They
I'm
had
saying?
a Taco Bell.
They had the bootleg barbecue in there is what they had in there because people, you trying to get barbecue in Kansas City, but this ain't the ones that us Kansas Cityans go to, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
I vouch for
it's a
it.
little bit different.
Kansas
you know?
barbecue is official.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
It's official.
Let's stop talking about us, man. It's not
Listen.
about us, man. We over
I
here.
understand, man. See,
Y'all, and I'm already
started with the
hungry.
food.
And I'm already hungry on top of that, man.
It started with the food.
I know it. I
started
know
with
it.
the
Yeah.
food.
I know
Now
it.
I'm hungry all over again.
Man, I'm gonna have to.
We need
yeah.
some chicken.
I'm taking shrimp. So
I'll take that too.
yeah, I'm thinking Zico's is
I take
the
that
next
too.
stop out of here. But yeah, man. Chapo,
Yo.
been waiting to meet you, bro.
Yes,
I met
sir.
you a couple times in passing, man. But you
For
actually
sure.
here in Tampa now,
Yeah.
doing a thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Tell me how you linked up with DJ Reality, yo.
It's been a minute, man. We've been rocking for what?
Years.
Yeah.
Years. Yeah, coming up probably on 10 years now, just building that business relationship. We already had a personal relationship, it's like my sister. Just really building that relationship and that plan, that strategy. You're gonna hit bumps in the road as you go along, and we have, and we've overcome so much. So,
That's part of growth.
yeah, definitely. So, that's where it started. I was up in New York, actually. I'm from Queens, New York.
All right.
Shout out to Queens.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Queens.
Shout out New York, period, man. I got a lot of
Yeah.
wife families from New York, so
Okay.
I show love to all of them right
Okay,
there.
for sure.
Yeah.
And that's why I give you a pass.
You know.
Because you married up.
Hey. The city girls love the country boys, you know what I'm saying?
But nah, it's I was rocking with DJ Mr. Famous up in New York, and we all linked up. She linked me with DJ Reality. First time she heard my record, I could tell that was somebody that not only just listens to the song, but looks what's behind the music. Who
Were
the
you already
artist
down
is and all
here
that.
when you heard his music, or were you up there still?
I was down here.
was down
I was
here.
down
Okay.
here. But what he's missing the important part that
Oh, you leaving stuff out. Here we
well,
go.
Famous is my brother-in-law.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So
it
any
was like
cosign from
family.
him is a super cosign.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Well, I don't know about that. Nah, for real. So, he just was like, I want you to hear somebody. And when I listened to him, I was like, you could do better.
Okay.
That's what you're supposed to say
Yeah,
right there.
That's what I
Okay.
need.
Right.
At that moment, I was looking for that. I had a whole bunch. Honestly, just speaking, I had a whole bunch of yes men around me. Like, that's hot. That's hot. I didn't need that. You know what I'm
You
saying?
need somebody to give it to you all the way.
Yeah,
Pun
I was
intended,
looking
real.
for, hey, this can be hot, but this is what you're missing. This
Right.
is what you
Right.
need to do. And, I appreciate that's where the real value comes in. You know what I'm saying? So,
do
That's
you
where that
think-
name kicks in. DJ Reality, man. She keeps it real.
She bring that realness.
Yeah.
So do you think the fact that Reality wasn't a yes man is one of the things that drew you to her as a person?
Definitely, for sure, because that tells that yes, man, that's an easy job,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you, I like it, whether I like it or not. It is what it is.
I'm just gonna say what I think you want to hear.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But now it takes a little bit more energy to really think about it and put
Right.
some thought into it. You know what I mean? And just telling that's that type of person. You appreciate that. That's rare. So,
Right.
Spaceship is that person for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
A yes man?
No, you're the opposite.
no a lot.
You're the opposite of the yes man.
I've been saying no a lot.
I'm trying to put flyers and stuff together. You're like, no, I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm like, man, this dude. I was like, I shouldn't even ask this dude sometimes. You know?
It happens. It happens because
But I always come back with something better.
Yeah, it pushes you, and it's not about the no. It's about how you come back from that.
For sure.
And like Tone said, he'll push a flyer to me, and I'm like, nah, that's not it. That's not it. And he doesn't be, I don't know what he's thinking, but he doesn't give up. He just continues. And that's the same with you, you know what I'm saying? Especially with you coming from New York to down to Florida.
Yeah.
I know it's a big culture difference for you. It's a
Definitely.
lot slower.
Yeah.
It's a lot country.
A lot more quiet.
A lot more
It
quiet.
is.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Not as congested.
Yeah.
At least in the Tampa Bay area.
Yeah.
What's the biggest shock factor you've had since you've been here?
The hospitality, man. I'm coming from New York, where they say
cold shoulder,
everybody mean,
yeah,
everybody's angry. You know what I mean? So I really just appreciate like just meeting people on regular store runs. It's just you know, I never really woke up and saw somebody and they're like, "Oh, good morning."
Right.
Something as simple as that. You know what I mean? So that was really a shock value. I'm like, yeah, I could get used to this. You know what I mean?
I had to get used to that in New York because, you know, me being I used to live in Queens.
Okay.
New Yorkers be so mean in the morning, man.
Like I wasn't used to that. Like I'm used to, hey, how you doing? What's happening? Good morning. Yeah. Greetings and salutations.
Right.
And up there it's like, who sent you?
Yeah.
I mean,
right.
The old lady ice grilling me. I'm like, yeah. I had to learn the difference that it's not like that up there. Some people, but
it's very rare. Very rare.
And they was like, yeah, we could tell he's not from there. He's definitely not from there.
So what was it about CHAPO that made you want to link up? Like, I know you heard the music and you thought it was good enough to want to do something, but I mean, what is it about him, like, you know, attribute-wise, like?
Myself and my two other management partners, we talk about this all the time with him, is his business IQ.
Okay.
He's not an artist per se.
Okay.
He's a business person first, and then he approaches his music from that standpoint.
Okay.
So when he is sitting down and putting together a song, he's already thinking of the marketing behind it. You know, where can this sell at? Why would this work? What time of the year should we release this? So his business IQ was at the top of the list, and then the fact that he's extremely humble. I wasn't looking for an artist per se that wanted to sign a major label deal. I was looking for an artist that wanted to take their career to the next level and see what they could do on their own. And, you know, so many people want to get put on.
Right.
He wasn't looking to get put on. He was looking for people who believed in him as a person first, and then what he brought to the table. So when you factor all those in, that made him the all-around artist as opposed to a rapper.
Right.
You know, it's just anybody can rap.
Right.
You know, I could teach my dog to rap.
But that's just the beginning part. Like you said, you got to have the business.
Yeah.
You got the stage game, too. But that business part is what a lot of people are missing right now.
You got to know the why. It's, you know, you got to low-key be a scientist. You got to low-key be a financial advisor, promoting genius, guru, so to speak. And one thing about reality is I noticed that your eye for talent is very, very distinct. Like, you don't just...
on point.
You don't just follow the trends. You don't just follow who's hot and who's popping. It has to make sense, if that makes sense. Why not be with someone like Reality?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
I feel like he's really, really pitching for that Thanksgiving dinner.
I'm trying.
Well, I mean, it's one thing to, you know, work with somebody, and it's one thing to be put in good hands, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's pretty much what he's saying. Like, it doesn't matter, like, y'all can beef or whatever, but at the end of the day, she's going to have your best interests at heart, and y'all going to keep moving forward as a family. You know what I'm saying? Definitely not backwards. So that's one thing. We got a lot of respect for you, Reality, for sure.
Thank you.
And the thing I really admire about you, Reels, is you keep it real, but you're a DJ as well. And that's an art. That's an artist. And you find it to not be selfish and put yourself... Yeah, I feel you're one of the true people that knows the definition of everybody wants to be Birdman, but don't nobody know how to be Slim. And everybody's quick to want to be in front of the camera and be the star, but that might not be your spot, or that might not be for you. But you understand, okay, there's times when I have to shine, and there's times when I have to, you know, be in the background.
I like the background.
Of course. Let's fingers to point at you. Let's blame to take, I should say.
Yeah, I like the background. I like the background too.
When did you make that transition? What was it what experience you had to make you transition to be able to turn that on and off?
I'm shy.
I don't believe that.
People always be saying that they shy when they ain't shy.
Well, I'll give you that because I say it, but people definitely don't believe me.
No.
See? Yeah.
But I am shy. I was forced to learn the business part of it. So it was either I learned how to be a business person.
Right.
And, you know, I literally said this to someone the other day that DJ reality, I know how to turn it on and off now. There was a time when it was DJ reality all the time.
Man, I had that problem sometimes. I'll be at work like, Tone, you got to clock out, bro. Like,
yeah, and I found out that being DJ reality 24/7 got me in a lot of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So there's a time to be DJ reality, and then there's a time to be Audra.
Gotcha.
And working with people like CHAPO, it allows me to work that balance. Like, we had a conversation the other day where about somebody approached him about doing a song.
Right.
And I was like, well, you know, I'm not really feeling the song.
Right.
But here's my list of pros and cons.
Right.
Now, the first thing he said to me was, I disagree.
That's the artist in him.
Yes.
The rebel.
Yeah.
But then he came with the facts to back up why he disagreed.
Right.
And, you know, a lot of artists will get in their feelings like, no,
You a hater.
yeah, da-da-da.
You just mad because it ain't you.
Exactly.
Right.
But with him, it's we can agree to disagree and then
Right.
meet that common ground.
Sound familiar, Tom?
a little bit.
That is what separates reality from Audra.
Gotcha.
Because from a business sense, I have to see it from his point of view, because at the end of the day, he's the one in front of that camera.
That's true.
And if he's not happy, then that's going to make my job 10 times harder.
Right.
And then add another 10 times harder on top of that.
Right.
So I tend to just do what he says. Because at the end of the day, I tell him all the time, I tell all the artists I work with, I work for you.
Right.
You know, as a manager, you know, a lot of managers get this wrong.
Right.
I'm going to put you on.
No, you can't do that.
No.
You got to see what happens.
I work for the artists.
Right.
And any manager, I don't care who you are. You know, Coach K works for Migos. You know, he is an employee.
That's true.
You know, so you have to be able to understand your position and play it to the fullest.
Gotcha.
And not a lot of people do.
Now you one of the, you're somebody that I would consider one of the wisest minds that I've come across in my lifetime.
Oh.
And I've been around for a little bit of time, but no,
Saying, yo.
I'm giving you flowers.
Double plate.
I'm giving it to you, giving you flowers that
No,
way.
right.
Because no, it's like a lot of people are afraid to admit when a lot of people are afraid to admit honest opinions and feelings, especially in the hip hop community. A lot of people have
Especially in the Tampa Bay hip hop community, on top of that.
It's like people afraid to be vulnerable or transparent, as if it makes any sense.
You have to be transparent.
Right.
And that's where we say this all the time. We're coming from a place of transparency.
Right. Yeah.
Because if you are not transparent in what it is you're doing,
Right.
One, no one's going to buy into it.
That's true.
You know,
They can see right through that.
Exactly. You're not going to get a fan. You're not going to get anybody to buy your merchandise.
No gains.
Nothing.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't want to do that because their feelings.
Everybody wants to be somebody other than themselves.
Exactly.
And transparency is not always accepted, but when it is, it's a beautiful feeling.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Like, when most people would not know just how close you and I are.
Absolutely.
You know, and you're one of the few people in Tampa who know where I live.
I don't know where you live.
And, you know, I know that.
Who knows where you live?
Exactly.
You know where you live? I don't know where you live. I don't even know where I live. Where do I live, Tone? I don't know where I live. Where do I live?
But that is, it's like when we went to California.
Yeah.
You know, I told you right off the bat that I could have took anybody. I
had a blast out there, man.
But
I was a little bit jealous.
And that trip, but to add into that, not to cut you off, Riz, that trip to me I won't say a nail in the coffin, but it solidified a lot of stuff with our relationship on a personal level. And then on the business, it really showed, well, as an artist side, it showed me, okay, Reels is one of the few DJs that I DJ with. It's not many, and people, please don't get offended. It's not that many DJs I DJ with that make me like, oh my, I got to be on my tiptoes type stuff. But you're one of them. And
you tell me that all the time, and
but
I
it's
don't
true.
see it.
That means the rest of y'all need to get your game up, man. Spaceship low key hating on you.
Listen, when we were out in California and we was in the pens, I usually keep like 3 tracks running through my head at any time, and I could just go this way, go that. But with Reels, I had to keep like 10 because, and it wasn't like she was like, oh, I'm gonna battle you, I'm gonna compete with you. It's a beautiful feeling to have someone push you without saying it. They just do what they do, and the vibe of the entire thing. And then Obaba was the MC.
Yeah, about Obaba Tunde.
Yeah, that blew my mind. Dean Cain, right?
Yeah.
was the MC. I had no clue. I was like, wait a minute.
Superman?
No.
He usually plays Berry Gordy, and he plays.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said Dean Cain.
Yeah.
Dean Cain.
You talking about Dean Cain? I got you. All right.
Yeah, and it was the whole vibe and everything was a beautiful experience. But to me, as far as our friendship and relationship on a business and personal, that trip to me is what really put a lot of things in play for me.
Well, it felt the same way for me because, like I told you, I was like, when I moved here from New York,
right,
the one thing I noticed is that everybody pretty much, oh yeah, yo, you my peoples, you my,
right.
And then at the same time they reaching behind you and stabbing you in the back,
right.
And coming from, I don't know, maybe South New York mindset, Chapo, we don't do that. Like, if we don't mess with you, we just don't mess with you.
Just don't rock with you.
I respect that, though, because I'd rather you be like that than smile in my face and not be about it, you know?
Exactly. Right? If I don't like your music, I'm going to tell you I don't like your music, but then I'm going to tell you why.
Ooh, great segue right there, because I want to play some music from CHAPO. We got him up here in the studio. We've been talking a bunch right now. It's Waves of the Bay, episode 2 right here, FM Radio 88.5. Tell me what song you want me to play right now, man.
Let's get into Wind Up, man. I'm feeling tropical.
Introduce this for us, man. Set it up for us right now.
Yeah, this is it's your boy CHAPO. You know what it is, man. WMNF. It's my new song.
That's
Wind
good.
Up.
It's better than Spaceship.
It's way better.
Hey, man, I'm trying, bro.
My lips, I be stumbling over.
Nah, you know what it is. This is a new song, Wind Up, featuring that boy Safari and Kevin Lloyd. It's available on all streaming platforms. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
All right, here.
She making it pop now, it's hot now. Got a couple bills, I'm about to drop down. Whole team lit, we in the spot now. Shorty, she eyeing me from the top down. Shots to the liquor, never chasing. Something telling me tonight is gonna be amazing. I get the rollin', we rollin' it while we blazing. Tellin' by the vibe you giving that you ain't taking. I'm making, I see your hips moving, girl, you're right on beat. Need a couple minutes and the eyes gon' meet. Hit the dance floor, keep the eye on me. They call me Mr. Bossed Up, never lie on me. She moving close, nobody knows. When she get near, I might just run up and approach. Straight to her body and just ride it like the coast. Nobody in the party be doing it like we do. So you see,
girl, push your body on me. See it in your face, tell me what it's gonna be. Girl, whine it for me.
Why?
Say I can, girl, push your body on me. See it in your face, tell me what it's gonna be. Girl, whine it for me. Whine it for me.
Yo, wine for your bad man, wine for your yard man. Cause when me see a girl, it not go take long. This are the first phase, this are no first grade. Cause when me lay it down, call up first aid. Me want you broke it and lock it, me want you lock it down. Me want you rotate and lock it just like a sprocket now. Up on your head top, then the bed top, then the floor crack, but we not stop. Hey, watch out, waistline can't turn fatter. Whether J-A-M-A-I hotter. Dirty wine till the paint on your back splatter, 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 splatter. Broke it all proper. You wanna go where we go? Well, I gotta go. You know it's all for the show where we gotta roll. I'm not here to lay it up, that's a finger roll. I'm just trying to knock you down like a domino.
Girl, push your body on me. See it in your face, tell me what it's gonna be. Girl, whine it for me.
Yeah, report with your body, make me sing.
Say I can, girl, push your body on me. See it in your face, tell me what it's gonna be. Girl, whine it for me. Whine it for me. Girl, whine. human nature. Wine, wine. Girl, push your body on me. Girl, wine, wine. Tell them it's your human nature. Wine, wine. Girl, put your body on me. Girl, push your body on me. See it in your face, tell me what it's gonna be. Girl, wine it for me. Girl, broke out with your body, make me sing. Say again, girl, push your body on me. See it in your face, tell me what it's gonna be. Girl, wine it for me. Wine it for me. Girl, push your body on me. Wine it for me. Girl, broke out with your body, make me sing. Say again, girl, push your body on me. Wine it for me. Wine it for me.
All right, I like that right there, man.
Yeah, it's got a nice vibe to it, man.
That definitely has that Tampa, Florida type vibe to it right there, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Real
like
quick, 1-2 step.
I like that a lot. Waves of the Bay, man, episode 2. We just heard a track by CHAPO featuring Kevin Lloyd and Safari. It's called the Wine Up Remix. How'd that come about, man? How'd you get Safari on the track, man?
Oh, man, shout out to DJ Mr. Famous up in New York. That was another, play he helped me up. Actually, I want to make a shout out to the whole Union DJs up in New York.
It's Union time.
It's Union time. We just actually that track that was a remix with Safari. We were able to pull Safari for the remix. So originally, I just wanted to experiment, man. I actually just I like the what do they call it? Tropical EDM sound.
Yeah.
That was going on at the time. Drake and all of that. So I just was like, hey, let me get in the studio. I hit up Famous. I said, any reggae artists? You know what I'm saying? He sent me Kevin Lloyd. That track. That track is actually been spun on cruise ships. Has a real.
It's making its rounds.
Yeah, it's making.
I can see it. That carnival. I can see that all the way, man. You got people jamming out on the deck
Here in Juve.
Right.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So, I just was like, I want to make it bigger. You know what I'm saying? In some way, shape, or form. I didn't want to put too much reggae on it, but I wanted to get somebody that still represented that culture. And Safari, he's always been, cool, close, like around. So I was like, why not pull that? Famous hollered out at him. We got it done. You know what I mean? We've been rocking ever since. That's actually surprisingly one of my top tracks. You know what I mean? But
I can see how, and that's dope that you went that route and you got somebody, like you say, that's from that culture that knows that vibe, because it adds to it, if anything.
Authentic.
Yeah.
I ain't up here trying to front.
I didn't want to be seen as imposing on that culture. Although New York, I grew up with. I ain't want to be a Jamaican, but I grew up with them in New York. You know what I'm saying? So I have a huge respect for that culture. So I definitely wanted to
make sure it was representative.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Understood.
You know what I mean?
When you guys recorded it, did you do it the old school way when everybody was in the studio, or was it, record, send?
Nah, we did the 2019 way.
Okay.
In New York, especially Safari schedule. I think he was shooting Love and Hip Hop at the time. So,
okay.
Lay it down, send it over.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to just, he did me that favor, man. The little time that he had, just, hop in the studio, lay it down, send it. We mixed it down and got it done.
And I say, most people be like, okay, Safari, that's a good look for you. I say it was a good look both ways. One, because of Safari and the platform that he has.
Yeah.
Two, for you, the fact that you wanted to make sure that the culture was represented properly.
Yes.
You didn't want to be Jafir Khan. You want to be a real dun da da.
Exactly.
So I respect that, because you have some people out there, they'll take the culture, Elvis Presley, and they'll try to make it out to be their own.
Oh wow,
DJ
dropping
Spaceship.
names.
I'm just saying, you have people.
Rest up. I mean, come on now.
You have people out there that take stuff like that.
Talking people can't defend themselves.
I'm pretty sure somebody will come at me about that.
The original track, I will say, when we originally made it, from scratch, that was the old school.
Right.
I felt like that was imperative.
Right.
If I'm stepping out on a limb and taking the chance, I need to be in the studio with a reggae artist, see how they build, how they work and stuff like that. And I've learned a lot, artist-wise or creatively from that, just one session.
Gotcha.
Give me 2 things you learned real quick. Drop some jewels.
Reggae artists, they have a real respect for substance in what they say, even if it's seen as a recreation. If it's a dance song, you know what I'm saying? There's a message somewhere in there. So I've learned to take that and partially learned how to harmonize. Shout out to Kevin Lloyd. You know what I'm saying? So I've been implementing that in a lot of
experimenting, huh?
Yeah, man, just bending it a little bit.
Man, I got some more music here from you. Pick one of these tracks. Which one do you want to hear? I got 2 more tracks here from you.
We
got time for one of them, I think.
Let's go with Flex.
Want to do Flex?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Set this one up for us, man. What this about?
Flex. Ooh.
How you flexing on them?
This is just taking it back to old school bars, man. Just really, you know, the real hard hip hop feel, the New York feel where it comes from. So this, you know, this is Flex, man. We gonna this is releasing soon, right, Rose?
Yeah.
All right.
Word.
We might.
Waves of the Bay. We got the unreleased stuff right here, man. It's called Flex by CHAPO.
Yeah.
We gonna get some bars in on this one. Hold up. Couple years up on the set list, but still I have big fear up in this rap ish. The end ain't quite clear. I tell them blast this. I tell them make that cheer up for my last hit. Hold up, how to win about it, to win about it. Look at them, you begin about it, you been about it. How dispose this nigga and grin about it. Go out and tell yo, push hip over dinner about it. Truth be told, I am not the one you should tussle with. Compared to others, you're not the one who should up with this. I develop my time, I'm never stuck with this. You might wanna put this a little low on your bucket list. Yeah, invent the blow, stitch, I've been to go. At 21, had a shorty straight out the centerfold. The Midas touch me, turning your records into gold. Top shelves again, they ain't even hitting my pinnacle. I might go and get this record to sell. I might go and get this record to will. I might go and send them boys with the stealth. I might go and write a check for the bill, nigga. Any booth that I'm in, no, I incinerated. Any beat that you give me, just know I dinner plated. OGs respected, but them beginners hate it. Since the end they all shady, I had to renegade it. I ain't cop this crown, if I was born a king. They tried to get me, they seen I was catching on to things. Or maybe the end is nervous of what I'm gonna bring. I'm sparring with you, singing the name is not even on the ring. That little record you had, yeah, it was kinda weak. Before you teach that class, you need to find a seat. I'm highly seasoned, I doubt that you want this kind of beef. So shut your mouth, nigga, and I'll let you know when it's time to speak. You gon' see who really up in this bitch. We're crashing your party at the door, and we checking the list. Holy G's up in my unit, you ain't up with this. We getting bangs off the yayo while we bucking the fifth. Hold up, I might go and get this record to Crew. I might go and get this record to Flex. I might send them boys to come with the tool. Hold up, I might go uptown and holler at Rex. Whoa.
Yeah, I like that one too.
Appreciate you.
I like that. You right about that. That dude got that old school, that New York, just straight go get them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that right
I already
there,
asked
man.
my question. I'm gonna get that one too.
I already got it, so that means you got it too. You know what I'm saying?
But
Hey, let's shout out B.O. right quick, man. I've been playing parts of Vinyl
B.O.
Richie in the background right now, man. Shout out to all the Tampa Bay producers out there. I'll talk more about y'all in just a few moments, man. We got CHAPO in the building, DJ Reality in the building. We have Problem Squads up here on Waves of the Bay episode 2. Make sure y'all following along at Waves of the Bay, all social media. Yo, I like that track right there, man.
Appreciate
I want to
you.
know, like, when you was coming up, like, who were you looking up to when it came to rhyming and stuff, man?
I was looking up to the Big Daddy Kings, the Biggies, the LEDs, you know, my family. Shout out to my older brother. He really put that in my head, you know, from bumping it all day long. That's all I heard. Also, my mother too. You know, I had my R&B, the Luther Vandross, Marvin Gaye's.
You said Marvin, so
He
we
said
good.
Luther too, so yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's my boy.
You know, just implementing a lot of that and studying those people is where I, you know, found myself artistically now. For sure.
True. So coming into the Tampa hip hop game, like, how do you see yourself like impacting the game? Like, how do you see yourself changing the game out here?
Well, first, I got to see what it's hitting for. I got to see what it is. You know, I can't even make a statement like that. So
I like that.
I'm really just out here chilling. You know, checking the scene, seeing.
Have
how
you been
y'all
out to any
everything.
shows and, you know, catch any of your peers performing or anything?
Yeah, I went to one of the what was
So
that?
Ignite the Night.
Ignite the Night.
And
yeah.
we went to the other. It was
It was a food drive or something.
food drive.
I forgot.
Big businesses?
Yeah, I guess.
Shout out Big Biz, man. Shout out Quayla.
Business.
Yeah, that's the homie right there, man. But yeah, man, that's what all I encourage you to do. Just get out there, chop it up with people, man. Introduce yourself.
Yeah.
Meet these people from Facebook and make it real. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
That's the thing a lot of these artists out here don't do.
Okay.
You know, like we'll be friends on the book. And I'm bad with this too, you know what I'm saying? But I try to at least recognize you if I see you in public. And if I do recognize you, I'm going to extend my hand and we're going to chop it up for a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't do that. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the bonds you create out here.
For sure.
I mean, look at Reality and Spaceship, man. Like, they've been tight for, what, about 3-4 years now?
It's been longer than that.
It's been longer than that.
Exactly.
See,
so I don't even know no more because time's just flying right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
the funny thing is that, like, the one thing I always talk about with Ship is that I don't put my business out there, so I could be best friends with somebody and you never know.
Have no clue.
You have no clue that I even know them.
Like, I'm a problem.
Yeah.
We a problem DJ.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
I got my hat.
he's got his tattoo. It's a
got
tramp
that.
stamp.
Yeah. Well, it's on the ankle this time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna do it above the navel.
an ankle monitor.
Yeah, I was gonna do it above the
Keeping
navel.
track
but,
with you all the time.
Yeah, it happens, man. I just, still like the secret code of Wakanda.
So what are y'all working on next? What's going on with you? I know you got some events you've been doing. EDM.
Tomorrow, no
House.
EDM.
House, I'm sorry, house.
No EDM.
House in
There's
the
a
bar.
difference.
See, I hear Mad Smooth talking smack to me right now.
Right.
Right now.
You're gonna hear it again.
Yeah.
He's gonna get you. But for now, Real's got you.
Tomorrow we have we call it the House Music Connection, where we're bringing in DJs from all over the country to come and play and do house music events for the Tampa Bay community.
Right.
So, we've been blessed to get a lot of the up and coming house superstars to come down here, sort of like what I was doing with Part Jams back in the day. So
I was a part of that too.
yes, you were.
Oh yes, come on, let's go.
Oh, yes. I'm waiting for you to get this house thing together.
Hey, coming soon.
Yeah, it better be. But, it's myself, DJ Brian B,
Shout out to
DJ
Brian B.
Freddie Fire, DJ Dave Lawrence, who does House of Soul here on 88.5.
Yep.
And we just joined together and started doing this thing, and it's a great thing. So I'm happy to be a part of it.
And I want to shout you out. You guys had a competition recently.
Yes.
And you won.
Yes.
And you won. So I want to shout
The
you out
champ
on
is
that.
here.
Yeah, the champ is here. Ladies and gentlemen, the champ is here.
It was the Hunger Games, and my thing is I'm highly competitive.
But you're quiet with it.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I'm kind of like
You're a bully.
yeah, I am.
At one point, your profile picture matched your competitive spirit, which was the gorilla.
Yeah, and
You're competitive.
Exactly, and we took it as a battle. The other team, they didn't take it as a battle.
Right.
But I learned that from this man right here, because he always tells me hip hop is a competitive sport.
Yeah, it is.
Whenever he feels like I'm getting soft, he'd be like, "Yo, real."
Got to put you in training.
Write a diss track about you, huh?
Yeah.
Get you back up, right.
Speaking of that,
16.
Speaking of that, I want to turn the camera back to Chop for a minute. You and Reels did something to me recently, and I told I was going to ask you this, so you already know where I'm going with that.
I think I do.
I heard your project, and I told Tone, when you hear this man's project, it's just fire.
I appreciate that, man.
You had some samples on there. I won't put any of them out, but you know what I'm talking about, my brother. What you did.
Yeah.
Some dopeness on there. Was it your idea to get those particular samples, or was it just like the producer saying, "Here, this is what I have," and you like, "I like that one"?
Yeah, that's what it was. It was a producer. Shout out to, I ain't gonna say who the producer is now. Shout out to him. He's a beast when it comes to sampling, man. He takes stuff.
I heard it firsthand, ladies and gentlemen.
It's ridiculous.
And I begged and please. You know how the kid goes to the candy store and they want a toy, the candy, and they begging and screaming. The parents to drag them down the aisle. They don't get nothing. That's how I felt when I left from over there, because I did get something. I take that back. I did get something, but I did not get what I heard off of that project. It was legit. Like, was it 7?
It's 8 songs.
Okay.
And we're still we decided to record a couple of more
Okay.
tracks, and
You can do what you do. But I'm reminding you guys, this is DJ Spaceship with Waves of the Bay.
I need all the music. I'm gonna tell you that to you and anybody else listening right now. If you got a new project dropping, new single,
you guys don't understand
all the music.
You guys don't understand. I beg and plead, and I did not get anything off the project. But what I did get was still a hot track too,
For sure.
Yeah,
But
for the trap.
That's right. But I'm putting it back out there. Remember, djspaceship@gmail.com. I got to have it.
Yeah, but see, here's a the Flex song that was
Right.
just played.
Right.
You the only person that got that, like in the country.
Okay.
So
I like exclusives.
Yeah.
Super exclusive.
Yeah.
So we haven't like literally. We did.
Nobody got that.
Nobody got it.
I got this for the trap song too. We're gonna play that later on tonight, man.
I like having stuff
We're gonna
like
have
that.
some time.
And I like to sometimes, what I like to do is just play it unannounced, unknowing. I let the artist know, but I don't tell nobody. Just play it, and who you get when you get the what was that on there? What, then you know you're onto something.
Yeah.
And thank you for playing it at night to night.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that, bro.
The funny thing about it is that
Right.
you played it and
Right.
you kept running it back and running it back.
Supposed to.
And Tone was trying to get the show started, and he was like, "Okay, I guess not."
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Sometimes I gotta fall back. You know?
it's like Chop said. You know, his brother was playing these songs over and over. So it's not that I'm beating it to you. I'm sharing. I'm a DJ. So I'm the mailman. I'm giving you guys this message.
Yeah.
So you know, sometimes you might not catch it the first two times. Got to give you a third.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta let you know.
Exactly.
With that being said, man, give the people your social media information so they can
Don't do
follow
social
along
media.
with you.
No, only Joe can.
Yeah.
I seen him on
Let me
Instagram.
see. Yeah, y'all can follow me
He
on
don't want to post the
Instagram.
pictures. He don't talk about it. He just posts it.
Chapo Gang, so that's gang with a V. And real quick, I'm gonna show you what I did. Gang, you know, nowadays, especially in our community, that's looked at as negative and
Right.
stuff. So I want to flip that around. You know, I don't want to take away the camaraderie of it. You know, I want people to still come together as a gang, but I flipped the A to a V, so that's gonna stand for good vibes of the new generation.
Okay.
All right.
So
All
my
right.
You did that.
Instagram is spelled out CHAPOGVNG as Chapo Gang. So follow me there. You know, I got more music on the way. Appreciate y'all though, man.
That's
We
what it
appreciate
is,
you,
man.
man.
For
Yes, sir.
Still
sure.
waiting on that project to hit DJ Spaceship at
Yo,
Gmail.
you got my word, man.
All right. I'm gonna hold you to that.
Word is bond, son.
And if it ain't born, then it's gotta be alive.
Reality, give the folks your social media info.
Instagram, we a problem. WEA problem. Facebook, DJ Reality. Twitter, DJ Reality. That's pretty much it. You want to find me? Look up Chapo.
The Connection.
Definitely, man. We just had Chapo. We just had DJ Reality, part of We A Problem Squad up here. I'm going to be playing some more music from them in just a little bit, probably towards the end of the show. I got some time to kill at the same time. So we're going to, you know, like I said, man, we like to shine light on Tampa Bay independent artists out here and the folks that we mess with at the same time, which kind of leads us into the next segment. But we're going to get into that in just a moment, man. We got a couple things we need to play. This is WMNF 88.5 Tampa. We're going to be right back with y'all. Yo, this is Tone Capone, and you're getting lifted to the sounds of my DJ, DJ Spaceship. Go ahead and beam him up, boy. Let's get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him.
Greetings and salutations from us to all the nations. We're about to get loose, strictly for entertainment. We're repping Tampa Bay, 10 toes down. It's waves of the bay. No, we ain't playing around. Saturdays from 10 to 12. Make sure you ride the wave. It's Tone Capone and DJ Spaceship on your airwaves. We're mixing interviews, R&B and hip hop. We're blasting off, and the top is just a pit stop.